just heard Shofar and now some tzedakah and our traditional Erev Shabbos Friday stories. I want to share with you two little vignettes. And this is in connection of what we spoke yesterday about the presence of God in every step of the day of our lives. Listen to this little story. A friend of mine shared with me that he was with his wife in Florida, walking in one of the apparently prominent malls in around Miami, and his wife wanted to return something she bought that broke. It was her fault, it wasn't her fault. In any case, she was determined to return it to the store and get some credit for it. The husband wasn't so keen about it, but you want to go, go. So as they're in the mall near the store where she wants to go in, there's a young Chabad Bacher who is inviting people to put on tefillin. He comes over to him, can I offer you to put on tefillin? So he says to his wife, you know what, you go into the store, I'm going to put on tefillin. They develop a conversation, they know this one, they know this one, as the old Jewish networking is. And then he wanted to give him something, although obviously this young man didn't ask for anything in return for putting out film, but he felt like he wants to give him something. So he put a hand in his pocket, and it was intended to give him $10, $20. But turns out that he only had $200 bills in his pocket, but it pulled one out, so he wasn't so comfortable of putting it back. He wasn't going to ask him, do you have change? So he figured, okay, here's the $100. As he gave him the $100, his wife comes out from the store, beaming from one ear to the other. You see, I told you, I got credit. How much credit did you get? $90. So he tells me, see, God knew that I wanted to give only $10, so he paid me back the $90. The presence of God. But here's another story. Someone who is a faithful listener to this Torah in 6 shared with me no later than today. Lately he was having some beefs, some issues, some disappointments. And he attributed to God. Hashem is not so kind to him. And he became upset. And he kind of revolted. Although he's becoming more and more involved in Yiddishkeit, to the point that he even, I think he said, he took off his kippah, put it on the table in a very disappointed way. Disappointed with God. And as in his words, his Yetzer Hara, his evil tendencies, took the better of him. Even thinking of no more putting on tefillin. And then suddenly he hears something falling. And he notices that his bookcase of 5 shelves, the top shelf fell, caved in, fell on the 4th, fell on the 3rd, fell on the 2nd, and had all these 4 on the 1st, and basically the whole bookcase, I guess, or shelves, collapsed. But the problem was that on the 3rd shelf, his cell phone was. And the cell phone was kind of stuck in between the books. And he was concerned about it. An expensive phone being destroyed. So he kind of moved around the books to get to the cell phone. So he got to the cell phone and inadvertently probably, he touched it, and what started playing? One of those Torah in 6 messages. So he said, God, I got a message. You threw down my books and you want me to continue listening to those Torah messages. He took his kippah, put it back on his head. I said, God, thank you. You showed me the way. I'm back on the right track. Friends, God is with us on every step of the day, on every moment of the day. We just got to tune in and we will see it. And we're obviously, Eibishter, you're with us. So why shouldn't we celebrate together in the Beis HaMikdash, still before Shabbos?